round robin games are over. It's playoff time here in beautiful Eau Claire, Wisconsin. The Eau Claire Curling Club, site of the 2024 U21 USA Curling National Championships. 8 teams on the men's side, 8 teams on the women's side have been vying all week long to make these Final Four for the page and the opportunity to represent their country next year at the Worlds in the women's junior Bs. Here you see the page for the men's side. Senzali will take on Hebert in the 1-2 game up top. And in our feature game, the 3-4, Guentzel taking on Church. There you see Team Guentzel, skipped by Mason Guentzel, third Will Podradsky, second Leighton Hines, lead Stuart Strack, and coached by Steven Dropkin. For Team Church, skip Ryan Church, third DJ Neal, second Taylor Pendleton, lead Andrew Picard, and they are coached by Graylin Cousins. Tyler George coming to you live once again, joined by Sean Franey. Sean, it's been an exciting week of games. I've been very impressed with the level of play, the depth of the field on both the men's and the women's side. And now here we are with the 3-4 game. Team Church coming down to the last draw, needing a win over Team Braden to get in. So they got in with a win, the way you want to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, Team Church had a slow start to the week, started 0-4, but has won off 3 straight and finished with a 3-4 record, which was good enough based on their win over Brendan in the last draw to get them into this playoff spot. So coming in as the hot team, they're a big team that likes to hit, and their hits have been getting progressively more precise as the week's gone on. So they're hitting their stride exactly when you want to.
And on the flip side for Team Guentzel, had a bump in the road their last round robin game and really got beat up pretty badly by Team Rose. Rose played great. We had that game for a feature and really didn't miss much of anything that game. But it's a much different mindset going in coming off a loss, even though they know that they knew they had the playoff spot locked up. You always want to go in with a win if you can. So it'll be very important for them to wipe that one clean and start fresh, knowing that you won enough games before that to earn your way into this playoff round.
Absolutely, and I think this team in Team Guentzel has a huge advantage in some regards. Steven Dropkin as a coach has been through this himself and is well prepared. But I know after the game last night, they had a team conversation. They had 24 hours between effectively the end of that game and the start of this game and an overnight break. So there's a good chance for them to kind of hit reset, regroup as a team this morning, and be ready to go.
We are underway. Team Church lead, Andrew Picard, starting things off, intern draw. It's like they're trying to bring this one into the house to start the game off. Maybe try to get comfortable in this playoff atmosphere. That rock stops in the top of the 12-foot. Guentzel doing the same.
Normal.
And not an unusual thing, Sean, to see teams trading hits early in these games just to try to get the nerves calmed, get the muscles loose, relax, and play your way into this game with some simple shots.
I think especially for the Church team, this is their first U21 Nationals, and in terms of exposure in these big playoff moments, they haven't had nearly as much as a Team Guentzel that's been on the circuit for a few years, been to multiple U21 and U18 Nationals, and has been in the playoffs in many of those years. So I think for them especially, keep it calm, keep it easy, keep it simple in the first end.
Yeah, on the flip side for Guentzel, I would say I agree with this call, going underneath that corner guard. Obviously, you can't hit it yet anyways, but as opposed to drawing open side, try to put some pressure on the less experienced team. Get underneath this guard, push them a little bit. Maybe you can get a few points early.
Back 12. Will. Back 12. Barely fighting.
Will, if anything.
Barely fighting. 12-9.
I think we're through. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little adrenaline rush there too with that one coasting through the rings. Not unusual at all in a big game situation for teams. I've said countless times on these streams, the first shot I threw in the Olympics I think is still going. It was supposed to be a draw under the corner guard, and I threw it so heavy, John and I were laughing after the shot. Luckily, you know, you're able to calm down a little bit after that, but it was almost a good thing.
Yep.
Just to get that shot and that laugh out of the way, then relax and get into game mode again.
Something to break the ice, right? Like that's.
Well, that rock broke the ice, that's for sure. Might have broke the backboard too.
You're really heavy. Right here is fine. Yeah, curl.
Team Church
Curl.
trying to go underneath the corner guard too, and goes to the back 12 foot, so maybe something to use for Team Guentzel.
Snows. Control.
Electing to play the hit here.
Control.
You know, I'd still be tempted to draw up to that too, with a lot of options for going under the corner or freezing on the back. Again, trying to pressure your opponent a little bit when you have hammer and zero danger in the house. That rock in the back 12s is never hurting you.
Right.
Yep.
And I could see, based on what you were saying about the experience last night, they are maybe a little more gun shy than they would have been otherwise. So.
Whoa. Roll.
Leighton Hines makes that
10.
hit, rolls a little bit towards the middle. We've been giving you a lot of facts about these teams throughout the week, letting viewers get to know these great junior players. Tonight we'll be more focused on the action. Now into the Final Four for the national championship. Outturn hit. Taylor Pendleton rolls off, but does clear the stone. Good free look again, going under the corner guard now for Team Guentzel.
4-1. I think it'll curl with the right weight.
So Leighton Hines is second. Get a piece behind this guard.
Room. Top 8.
Sean, line more important than anything here. As long as it's on the paint and any of it's underneath that corner, as they have hammer. Nothing wrong with being deep here, forcing your opponent to have to chase to freeze.
Hard curl. Hard Will. Hard right to T.
Really good looking shot here.
Hard.
Yeah, aside from that first draw, it's been all hits for Team Church, so I think Team Guentzel would be more than happy to let them throw a draw here. Ryan choosing to throw the run at this point.
Yeah, just easy.
Church indeed calling the run back, a short run. DJ Neal, he made a bunch of hits the last time we saw them play. Double peels, doubles in the house. Seems to be their game. Makes contact. Just enough to get it out. Good shot by DJ.
And subtly rolls that guard a little closer to middle, which if he's ever trying to get closer and closer, that could be good for Team Church as well.
Thinking like 4-1, 4-15.
So third, Will Podradsky. Another attempt to get underneath this guard on the intern side.
Yep. Oh, room. Oh, straight, hard, straight, hard.
Actually overcooked that one on the carve, and you don't need to get really tight to these guards to get by, so I always like erring on the opposite side when you're getting good finish like that.
We're still seeing plenty of curl this late in the week, so hasn't been an issue getting it underneath anything.
So open look for DJ Neal. Out-turn hit attempt.
Okay.
That's right on the nose. Not a bad spot to be.
Yeah. Okay. Felt pretty good. Just a little down.
That one is biting top ring, so Podradsky play the soft weight, in-turn hit, try to roll onto the paint.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
This one
Hard
curling
for a
early.
roll. Hard! Hard! Any roll. Hard any roll. Shoot. Okay.
It's up right on the nose, so interesting decision now for Team Church.
I don't mind going under and like forcing him to make it at least.
Yeah, then you could always make it right back.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
I love it.
I think that's
They
good.
will go underneath. It's kind of a tough spot for them to be in because it's a short run with a red stone. They're going under.
Yeah.
But
Just
if they
force him to make
peel,
it. I mean, if he
it's
misses
pretty
it, then
unlikely they
he
get
gets
both,
forced,
and you're allowing Guentzel to go underneath. You only have one rock left, so it's probably the correct shot. Making them play the
Yeah, we
tougher
can't really
shot and have
swing
the
ours
opponent
in
be the
without,
one
like,
playing the run.
costly
Right.
hitters, so.
And it was interesting because Ryan
Can't
felt
hit the
pretty
red
confident
end, so-
there that if they do make the draw, he'll have the or the run after from Guentzel, he'll have the short run right back with his own.
In-turn draw attempt for skip Ryan Church. Good clean delivery there from Ryan.
Line's great. Whoa, no line.
Didn't see any nerves or shakes there. That looked solid. Nice line coming in.
Gotta curl a bit. Gotta curl a bit right here, guys.
Yep, curl, yep.
Should finish up nice on this line. That's really well done. Great shot by Church.
Some things to keep eye on with both these teams. All teams, especially in junior teams, have their tells for kind of when they're feeling themselves. Team Church has a lot of confidence coming into the week. It got shaken a little early, but they found that confidence. And what we've seen is when they're playing with that confidence and they're feeling their chests are a little bigger, their shoulders are a little taller, you can see how much better they're playing. For Team Guentzel, what we've noticed is the more they talk between shots, the more they chatter, the more joking they see to have, the better they're playing. So you kind of keep an eye on those as the game goes on.
Guentzel playing the run back.
Hard! Hard!
Peel weight, trying to stay on the nose.
That's fine.
Just over curls and clears that open.
My bad. That's steal. Yeah, and if I leave it short, that's fine.
Yeah. Do you guys like this?
Guard?
Or just long guard? I think there's good.
Yeah, I don't
Blocks to draw.
do that. That's good.
I think that's
If it's a guard, that's fine. Forces him to draw.
I think top eight's also good.
Yeah, right there.
So looks like they're going to go into the house here.
Guard's okay. If it's a guard, it forces him to draw or throw that hard run back on the
Kind
right.
of playing an either or. You'd like to see a little more precision here. Like,
Yeah.
this is where we want this stone.
Even if I leave him like a
It's
gap
all right
that
to
he, like, might chase
talk
through,
about where the tolerance is for the
just
shot,
top 12, just top
but
12.
saying that the shot is an either or, you're not quite as precise with where you're throwing.
He did kind of clarify at the end. He's looking for top 12, so
Big push, guys. Big push. Head up. Big push. Head up.
certainly doesn't want to be much deeper than that.
Yeah, I think you want it full 12, though, if you're going to be in.
Whoa, no, line's good.
If your opponent makes the double, you want them getting forced and not getting the blank.
Andrew, right here.
But no deeper than
Just
that.
touching. Whoa, just touching. Whoa. Okay. No, just leave. It's fine.
Comes a little farther than they liked, so looks like a nose hit double and a little more comfortable shot for Guentzel.
I mean, that's the double. Does that roll out? Yeah, let's play this with Peel.
Yeah, thinking about
Just
playing
making
for the
sure we
blank.
get one at least. At the double. Thinking there for ice. Little this way.
Worst case, you get one here,
Air
and
this way now. This way.
and it's a
Yeah.
steal, but it's only one. Best case, you get the
Steal.
blank.
I mean, we're making sure we get the double. The blank might
So
be there,
thick
but-
half,
Yeah.
playing it
Going
over
hard
the
on
top with Peel. Trying to roll off.
Will, hit as thin as we can. As thin as we can.
Final stone of his first end. Mason Guentzel
Whoa, curl.
playing the out-turn Peel, trying to get the blank.
Straight! Straight!
Very close. Oh, really well done. Great shot by Mason. Does get his blank. So after one end of play, we're tied 0-0.
Yeah, really good.
Twin Cities Orthopedics is ready to go with more doctors, specialty services, and convenient urgent care locations. Ready, set, TCO.
Big shot with hammer for Mason Guentzel. That double and roll out for the blank. So we're 0-0 to the second. Team Church leading things off again with lead Stuart Strack.
Yeah, it's gonna
Sean, we were talking in the break about the placement of that last shot for Team Church. Their initial call, the first instinct was to stagger it under the guard so you could see half of both, a little Christmas tree there. If you do that, then you're probably forcing a draw against two, which is the shot you really want them throwing there after throwing Peel, especially the previous shot. But ending up going to the open instead, which gave Guentzel, we believe, the shot he wanted to play.
Absolutely, yeah. It's kind of played into his hand, and obviously still a tough shot. Still a lot of different variations that could have happened there, but just a little deeper than I think Ryan run it, and Mason had no trouble making it. So.
Waist good. Little up. T right now. Back four.
You always like, if you get the opportunity
Back forward.
to make the opposing skip make a draw against points if you don't have hammer in the first end.
Go straight.
So it would have been a little bit of a knee knocker for him in the first. Instead, after just throwing a Peel, got to throw another one along the same line and made a great shot too.
Oh, yeah. First guard from Andrew Picard over curled a little bit there, and that's the second time that one's done it, so we'll have to keep an eye on it and see if might be a rock issue, might just be a release issue when he's throwing that guard weight. But
yeah, we will keep an eye on that one. Ends up on the corner guard. Hadn't really seen much trouble with stones on this sheet throughout the week. Had a decent amount of games on A, more on D for the feature games. That freeze now from Team Church from Picard ends up just a hair short, but in a good position.
Back four, back eight.
our team played both sets of rocks on this sheet and felt like both of them were pretty clean. So.
And these stones, once again, only a year old. Striking band's extremely live. Good shot-making rocks. Here is Stuart Strack.
Back four. That's good.
Lead for
back
Guentzel.
Back 12. Okay, close. Back 12. Back it's through. Rim. Hack. Whoa. Curl. It's through. Curl.
Should turn over here pretty good. This is the side we've seen more curl throughout the week. Really good line now.
Hard straight. I got the yellow. Hard on the yellow. Hard on the yellow. Hard, 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 hard.
That's a very good shot. Nice touch there from Strack. As long as you push that rock to the open and roll underneath the guard, really doesn't matter how far back you push it. A lot of shots left in this end.
Yeah. It is nice to see a few more rocks in play. Team's getting a little more settled here.
Yeah, I like that they played that weight that they did just to try to make sure you stick around. The overthrow has been the tendency, I think, for both of these teams in their misses in the games that we've had. But controlling that shot, just bumping, rolling under the guard, that's a really good sign for Team Guentzel.
Right here?
And this one for Church, really bending, going towards that back red.
Yeah, a little heavier than they had asked for here, but it's going to work out okay.
Little tap. Right, back 8.
It just seems like different body language from Team Guentzel right now, too. That intensity is back. I talked a bit with Mason after the game yesterday, just about how they were feeling, and having lost that identical game many times myself, where end of the round robin doesn't matter and that same intensity just isn't there.
Line's good.
You just wipe that clean and move on. It just doesn't matter. The win-loss record is the same regardless of when that loss happened.
Correct.
And they seem like they're on their game right now. Good communication.
Good shot.
They're certainly coming in with a different mindset in this game than they entered the one last night, and it shows early on.
That bump rolls to a freeze on the rock in the back of the forefoot.
Yeah. Can't hear anything out here.
Taylor Pendleton playing the intern draw.
4. Yep.
Little soft on the release there.
Line's great. Ollie hard. Really close. 6. Line's great. Whoa, take a look. Whoa, take a look. Whoa.
Draw path still looks pretty good.
Curl, right here.
Weight's all there.
Yeah, really well placed. Not
Great
getting
shot.
that one out with dynamite.
Okay. Throw sides off.
Mason being plenty patient this end.
Throw sides
Knows
off.
that he's got a chance here if he can get a few breaks his way to set things up. So happy to play another draw on top.
Leighton Hines, his second.
Wait's good. T.
Another intern draw on the same path.
Room. Back 4. Just T. Little up. Just no bounce. Has come down. Okay, well then. Has come down. Back 4. Stay close.
Starting to walk now.
Whoa, no bounce. Line's great. We're good. Straight if anything. We're just there. No bounce. No bounce. Sit. Really nice.
Another well-placed draw.
Yeah.
Good spot.
I don't mind throwing it.
Both teams sharp right now.
That turn has a lot of nice action at the end there. Once it gets to about the 2-guard spot, you just see it start to move over nicely.
This is as much curl as we've seen all week on this sheet, especially on that turn.
Yeah.
No, what? No. Just free.
Like, do you hit a 95 for me?
DJ Neal following on this path once again. Throw enough rocks down there. Gonna work a groove in so it's tough to miss on this line. That's not a real thing, folks. That doesn't exist.
Although it feels like it sometimes. This one hanging out a little bit longer, just a little heavier weight here.
Yeah, walking in sideways at the end.
That's fine, Deej.
Now a really good situation for Team Guentzel with how these rocks are set up.
Yeah, kind of the wrong way to miss that one, because now that red is locked in there.
I think you want to unlock this just a little bit, like with back 12, back line, and try to get that yellow one a little unlocked with the with the red and the yellow behind it.
Little heavy's okay.
A little heavy is okay here. Just back ring weight. Will Podradsky. Intern freeze or tap.
Straight early. Straight. Whoa. Close.
Line's very close here.
Curl.
Should curl a lot at the end.
Curl. Hard. Whoa. Pretty good.
Not too bad. You may have to take a little run at moving things around now if you're Team Church.
Just walk one on there again. Short's fine.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. You could get that top red moving, kill the back red, and leave them sitting with one in there.
So DJ Neal again following on the same path. Nice to say out turn though, because we have the lefty.
Short's Whoa, take a look. Take a look. Clean, she's clean. It's way out there.
Both Mason and DJ are lefties, so it'll be interesting to see if
Fine, it's gonna-
Mason starts reading anything
It's
off
just
of that.
heavy.
Interesting setup now.
I like it.
Don't think we've had a rock removed from
That
play
was
as
that
of yet.
again.
No,
I
everything's
don't mind this
everything's
one.
still
I
in.
like that, yeah.
Really good setup for Team Guentzel
Probably
here.
cool.
You've got that archipelago of yellow rocks behind the two reds.
You're going to get some good vocabulary from the booth tonight,
Line's
folks.
good. Straight early.
I don't think I've
Straight.
heard archipelago during a curling game before,
Line.
so
Straight.
mark that one off your
Hard
bingo card.
line. Hard straight.
This one over curling, though.
Hard straight.
Yeah, this one broke early.
Hard gotta go.
Looks like a touch lighter than
Hard
the
right
ones they
here.
had been throwing. See if the sweepers can get it there.
Hard. Whoa, whoa.
And just settles into the top of
I
the
threw
8
it
foot.
closer to that.
Unfortunately for
What did I throw?
Church, that top red
Okay.
really isn't going anywhere now because of that yellow on the side of the 4 foot. But we'll listen and see what they're thinking.
That rock ran weird.
Yeah. I think give it to
Higher's definitely better.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got it, bud.
Just like a 2, honestly, I feel like. Just a guard.
So just
I'm
guarding
pretty
this
sure
up.
They're only sitting 1.
They think that
Pretty sure.
yellow on the back of the button is second count.
But we have that on the left to use afterwards anyways, so I can do that in the last one.
I like the patience there with that comment too. They really looked at playing that little tap slash on the left there, but Ryan recognizes that he kind of needs to use that on his last. If he breaks it too soon, Mason pops it out, and now he doesn't have anything for his last.
First stone of the second end for Skip Ryan Church.
That's really good.
0-0 game.
Whoa. No. No, that looks
We will not be seeing a blank in this end as we did in the first.
Can you ever draw?
This one's still gliding. It's going to come all the way down and possibly tap that red in for count. That's close now.
Okay.
Red might be
They're
sitting
not
too.
gonna have anything good with this.
Yeah. I mean, what's
This pro side light.
I think you could tap those two yellows, yeah, just what they're looking at.
Absolutely.
Sit right there in
Yeah.
front of
You know,
them.
like,
I don't think
tap it
any
from
of the
down
three
there.
go out.
well, not even
When Ryan
just
called
then,
the
I do
guard,
it on
he
the
wanted
last.
it a foot
Okay,
further
I
to
like
the
it.
left, kind of half
Or
on the
even
red,
just
half on the
nose of
yellow.
it, just
I mean,
hair off
you
the
leave
By
it top eight,
overcurling,
that's not
he's left
terrible either.
Mason this chance to take away not only
Okay.
the shot he was saving for his last,
Just say give it to them.
but make it
Yeah.
really difficult
This
on
is
himself.
quite a bit of ice.
I think they're
Okay.
playing for the freeze, but I think you want to move that yellow one a little bit and
Just
create
a,
more of a catcher.
I'll give
right,
it to
just
you
a
guys,
hair.
But just sweep it a little tap's not the worst.
It's already a
Just right
catcher
on
for the one on
right
the top of
yellow.
the 4 foot.
Just like, so here's the yellow, just like that much off of it. Barely off, just like nose is the, okay too.
You did hear him say there, the tap is not bad, so.
Yeah, what it does is it creates a catcher for this
Yeah.
rock that's thrown right now. So you could possibly
for a
bump
time?
that one in for another counter. So Skip Mason Guentzel playing the freeze or tap.
Little
Go
tight.
there. Whoa.
Line's close.
Whoa. Let it come down. Whoa.
Whoa. Straight side.
Curl
Should
side.
curl now.
Pearl.
That line looks
Pearl.
pretty good.
Hard.
Just needs to get up a
Hard.
little bit.
Hard. Hard. You got it.
Hard. Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nice shot.
Not too bad.
It's pretty good.
Red is definitely
Smashing
sitting
it, doesn't
2
it?
after
Now-
that
now it
shot.
doesn't
There's
do
no
anything good
question
at all.
there.
I don't know. They're sitting 2 right now.
And there may be a way in for 3 with that shooter now too. So you might have to think about guarding if you're Church to try to give them 2.
This one never goes. I think you just guard right.
Okay. I don't think he really has anything.
No.
All he has is that red kind of thing, so.
So it's just there.
Just there, yeah.
Yeah, with the array of yellows in the back 4, there's really nothing he can do to remove the 2 counters. So it's just about
There's nothing
mitigating
we
his
can really
ability to
do.
make a third.
It's just sitting.
You need to throw this tight because they can make this tap with either turn if it's high. The in turn obviously is the easier way to make it, and you want to take that one away first. So right on the 4-foot line with a tight guard is probably where you want to be.
You're a little bit tight. No, don't kill it, guys.
Choose good.
That line looks a little tight out of hand too.
Whoa, you're fine. Line's great.
This is going to curl now.
Whoa! Whoa!
Just let it sit. Yeah.
And that's not the side you want to leave too. So that really didn't take anything away with that tap, I don't think.
No, as much as it's swinging with that turn,
Yeah, it's fine.
Mason should be able to nudge this one in for third.
It's fine.
All good. I mean,
I don't even know if this squeezes in, honestly.
yeah. I think you're just a tad tight in the hand.
Okay.
No danger in playing this shot, so they're going to play it with a little weight, which I like.
Right
The
here,
harder
right
you
here.
can throw this, not with a hit, but like with the hack to board,
Yellow rock on the back.
the better chance you have of this squirting through, going between those yellow stones. But you're never moving your own reds on
Go
this
back
line. You're talking back line.
Back line.
Okay.
Little more.
I think you want at least that much.
At least, yeah. You want to make sure,
We're playing it.
because I don't know that he can see much from the hack, but you want to make sure you have enough to just move it over if you just inch it.
It's close. Not sure if it's there, but worth playing. Final stone, second end. Mason Guentzel.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa. Clean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
Hard curl.
Hard.
Needs to get up a little bit to
Hard
make
is close.
contact. It's very
Gotta go
close.
hard.
Shot.
Oh, almost. That's very close. I think it's still just 2.
2 for sure.
The overhead could fool us, but if they catch a hair more of that, they make it.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Just a hair too thin. He definitely threw close to the hack weight.
Yeah, the weight was the right weight for the shot, for
Right.
sure. I'm going to call yellow on this one if
Move the stones.
they do measure.
I agree.
It looks different with the stones moving.
Yeah.
No, it actually does. It's yellow.
And they're calling yellow. So it is just a 2 for Team Guentzel. After 2 wins the play, they lead 2-0. You see a lot of great curling gear out there, color coordination for these teams. Who else has great curling gear? Steve's Curling Supplies, America's #1 curling equipment supplier for over 50 years. They're proud to support USA Curling. No matter your skill level or budget, they have all the top products from the most popular brands in the sport. Right now, you can save $10 on any purchase of $100 or more when you use the code USACurling10 at checkout. Visit us at stevescurling.com for all your curling needs. (2-0) Guentzel leading over Church after 2 ends of play. Nearly getting a 3rd point on a short slash. Their final shot, not quite close enough to measure,
Straight. Okay, whoa.
but they do get the 2.
Where are we going?
Tyler
just
George
like
here with
barely-
Sean Franey.
That's all right.
Okay.
My bad.
Sean, Team Guentzel looks very sharp early. We talked before the game about
I like it.
seeing how they bounce back after that tough loss they had in their last round robin game against a team towards the bottom of the field that they probably would expect to beat, but in a meaningless game. The intensity certainly seems to be there right now. They're executing very well.
Absolutely, and I think one of the things we talk about a lot is how you transition in curling, and they went from a first end blank to a second end that had 15 rocks all in play when he threw his last and was able to still manage to get his deuce. So I think that kind of adjustment and precision to make that happen is a really good sign for them that their focus is there.
Yeah, 15 rocks in play, as you said, 13 in the house, which is very unusual in our sport.
4-2, I think. Okay.
And on the flip side for Team Church, certainly not playing poorly at all. Just got out-positioned that end. And a little better rock placement in the first end. They maybe could have got a steal or at least a force, too.
Line's good. Line's good.
They're certainly knocking on the door here. Nice corner guard to start for them, so we'll see how this end shapes up.
Hack. Hard.
Hack weight, the call on the weight. I don't think it's quite that much.
Sit.
Those striking bands very live, and that pushes it through.
I think it's the exact same speed on this side.
Andrew Picard for the come-around draw now. Heard 3 out of hand.
You got it, curl.
Captain, if you will.
You got it, curl.
I was wondering if that was going to happen at some point during the week. I don't know if his teammates call him that.
He was just wide.
Our colleague here in the booth, Rory McCusker, mentioned early in the week he kind of looks like Grant Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
I can't not see that now when I see him.
As soon as you said that, that makes sense. The legend continues to grow for Andrew.
Weight's good. Whoa, clean. Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa, curl.
Out turn hit attempt here.
Curl.
Leighton Hines
Hard.
should stick around.
Good. It's all right. Nice shot. That's the miss. Good throw.
Now sitting 2.
The second shot there from Andrew just didn't quite get under, but Team Church still with plenty of opportunity setting up here.
Yeah, you got one.
So Church electing to play the hit, ignoring the draw around the corner guard for the time being. Important to stick around here. You may see a peel if this rolls out. Rolls in behind the stone on the top of the 12-foot. Good shot by Pendleton.
You got it.
That's one of the more satisfying shots to make early in a big game, too, is a hit and roll. You feel really precise with a shot like that.
Normal.
It's up.
Now Hines with his second.
Normal.
Short run on the red guard.
Normal.
Hard.
Hard for the run.
Hard.
Gotta move it. Gotta move it.
Stewart trying to bring it over.
Good.
Just enough.
Makes the run, and Ray's Rock does stick in the house, so both Reds still in. Really good result there.
It's a little up.
Okay.
This team underwent a lineup change this year, moving Leighton to second, mostly for his hitting ability, and early on shows it's paying off.
Yep. 9. Yes. 9.
Taylor Pendleton here looking with the in-turn hit, try and roll under. See if he can have the same level of precision on this one as his first.
9-6. Good weight.
That board side there just seems to be a little swingier.
Yeah, we haven't been seeing more curl on that side, but I think it's fresher there. So it just caught some fresh ice. I think if you play another rock or two down that path, that probably makes contact, but a little soft on the release too.
Yeah. And as you said earlier, given the first chance, Mason and co are going to try and lose this guard, open it up a little bit for them.
Yeah, that's a good play. They don't really have a setup for a steal, just for a force. So you're taking the 2 out of play by peeling this off.
Good. Really good.
You can only get yourself in trouble going around that guard.
Okay. Ryan, they always just blow it up, though.
Yeah, I mean, you could just do that.
It's up
to
to
the
you,
double?
really. Sure.
Yeah, the decision here is between going around that stone in the top of the 12-foot, trying to find a 2
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
I
think
know.
you're going to be forced, or trying to make this double, or at least rolling into that area and making a double at some point in your last 4 to try to set up a blank. And here is DJ Neal.
This team was able to get out of a couple of their games in the last few draws with some key hits late, but that one just never moved for them.
Yeah, got a little revved up there, I think, and just pumped the weight up and popped it just a hair.
It felt good. I don't.
Important to take a breath now if you're Team Church. You're not in any danger in this end, so even though you're not happy with how you're throwing it, you're still going to be able to at least get your 1 as long as you make simple shots and maybe find a way in for a 2 somewhere as the blank is out of the picture.
Go close. Has to be in.
Top 12.
Important
guys,
not
make
to
sure
let
it's
this
in.
snowball on you now.
Absolutely.
Top 8. Top 12, top 8. Yep, hard. Hard, boys.
Should be close.
14-9. Easy. Easy, right here. Good. Sit.
Ends up right on the 4-foot. So actually a chance now for
That.
Church to get underneath and make Guentzel play the run. You can bring 2 back into play now.
Yeah, this run will be in the same spot that they threw in the first, but always would love to have them throw in that as opposed to an open draw.
I would like to see them throw away from the guard there and go to the open side to the 4-foot still, but make that roll a little bit longer.
Can you go the other way?
So DJ Neal making the hit and rolling away instead. You see Guentzel wisely just playing for nose here. Your roll would only be maybe 6 inches wide, because you don't want to go anywhere near that guard right now, even though it's in the house. That's the only way to give up 2.
Yeah. Gives him a chance to throw the shot that you wished he had thrown on the first effectively.
There's ran pretty straight, but yeah. Just control.
Mason Guentzel, out turn hitting stick. He's playing for nose. Looked like a good throw there, clean out of his hand.
Whoa.
Shouldn't do as much on this side of the sheet.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Clean.
Good shot.
Good shot from Mason. You can almost tell with his release, too, when it comes out of his hand immediately if the shot is made or not. It's when the rock comes out straight, smooth, with no pop, he's up the broom. That one looked really good.
Yeah.
Ryan here would love to get a roll.
Seriously. I was
Nose
ready.
isn't the worst thing, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get aggressive at the roll here. You don't have any danger. Ryan Church playing the out turn hit and roll attempt. Look, maybe a hair soft out of hand.
Yes! Whoa!
That one curls. That one curled.
9-7. Wade was good.
Yeah, it just looked like
All the
turned it
other ones
over a
didn't curl
little
at all.
bit
That
on
one
the
curled.
release there.
didn't quite get through to it.
Same way. What? Yeah. Touch more here.
Mason will try and return the favor here.
Mason Guentzel. His aunt Norma O'Leary,
Clean.
Legend.
Curl.
absolute legend.
Clean.
just was notified now. I don't know how I didn't know this by this point. My sister had to text me and let me know, but Norma has coached Mason before, and perfect hit and stick there by Mason. I can't tell you how many times I've been beaten by Norma in our home club, in the Two Harbors Club. You name the building. But that's some great tutelage there. I'm sure he learned a lot about how to represent himself on and off the ice from Norma as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's watching out there somewhere. Love you, Norma.
Control down, if anything.
You see that packed crowd again. People of Eau Claire have really showed up for this.
Definitely one of the most full warm rooms we've had all week tonight.
Clean. Whoa.
Final stone of this third end, Ryan Church.
Yeah,
Looking for a hit and stick. Finishing up just enough to stick around. Does get his single. So Guentzel leads 2-1 after 3. And you did mention the warm room in here. Sean, it's an extremely warm room. So we'll tell you about Warm Room Hero. They're more than just software. They're curlers dedicated to building long-term relationships with your club. Warm Room Hero provides continuous support to ensure your website exceeds your members' expectations. Check out Warm Room Hero today at curling.club. That's Warm Room Hero at curling.club. We'll take a look at the scores out here right now. You see the men's scores. Caden Hebert in the 1-2 game leading Nick Senzali 2-1 in the fourth end. There's our feature game, Mason Guentzel leading 2-1 in the fourth over Ryan Church, a 3-4 matchup. Two to 1 we stand. Tyler George here with Sean Franey. Sean, Team Guentzel been dictating the action so far, the first few ends, after maybe a turning point even in the first end of the game with Mason making that double slash over the top and rolling out to get the blank, coming back with a 2 in the second and then a force in the third.
Yeah, it was kind of like you noted earlier, that this Church team is really close, and they're making these ends interesting early on, but they always just seem to have that one rock that's not quite as precise as they need it, and it gives Guentzel the chance to kind of flip the script on them. So now, with Guentzel having hammer, it'll be interesting to see if Church can keep the pressure on them and find a way to force the issue here.
Yeah, I think for Team Church, it's a combination of just being a little more precise, which, you're in the semifinals of the national championship. That's what you're going to need. But also maybe being a little more aggressive with hammer when they have it, too. That last end, they didn't really attack near as much as you would have liked to see, especially when they got trapped in the situation where they knew they're probably getting forced anyways.
Absolutely.
You're a little in on your last one.
Happened to catch a score in the background, too, of the women's 3-4 game. Chapman leading 4-0 over Pekowitz, and that Cinderella run for the young Duluth squad possibly continuing. The slipper still fits, as they coined in March Madness.
I believe that was a steal in the first of one, a steal of 2 in the second, and a steal of 1 in the third. So.
Top 8, good. Straight side. Straight.
Coach Littman in the building has that team humming right now.
straight. It's hard.
We're tapping.
Hard right to it.
Intern come around attempt by
That's fine.
It's pretty good.
Guentzel ends up just freezing in the top of the 12-foot. So Stuart Strack just a hair short.
A little slower out here.
That'll give Ryan and his team a chance to do the same draw round. Try and sit top 4 and really put the pressure on Team Guentzel.
You see the score there on sheet 2 as well. 2-2 in the women's 1-2 game. Those two teams so evenly matched. No surprise to see the score.
Yep.
Also tied early on.
They played their round robin game was earlier this morning, so 2 games against each other today.
Close. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Really nice looking draw here. Might slide just behind the tee line, but still a good spot. Team Church now maybe has something brewing here in the 4th.
Straight peel. This is pretty good, but okay, peel.
Yeah, this is just a matter of how you want to play this end, Sean. The peel is a good shot. If you play the freeze, it's a shot you have to make, and it definitely gets you out of trouble, but much safer play here with the hammer. Up by a point. I like the call for the peel.
Especially early in the end. Don't bury yourself early here.
Ends up going Brooklyn with that one, crossing the face, but still clear in the front.
We can't hear a thing you're saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to yell, but
Yeah.
Very loud atmosphere out there on the ice, too. The intensity rises for these playoff games. The yelling's just a little bit louder, too. You hear the players talking about how they're having trouble hearing each other right now.
It doesn't help being on a wall sheet, too, in this club in particular. The echoes off that wall make it a little more difficult. The teams that are playing on sheets B and C might have a better advantage with the sound.
3, 2,
Whoa, line. Whoa. Gotta let it sit.
2.5,
Line's really good.
2.5.
Line's really good. Line's perfect.
3.
Just trying to replace the guard now.
Whoa, whoa,
Team
whoa,
Church.
No. 3.
Team Church would love nothing more than to have a guard peel guard situation, but Mason's going to take the chance here.
I like this shot. Yeah, it's a short run. You can slash it over the top, lose 2 of the yellows, and keep your own in.
Yep.
Leighton Hines
Yep.
playing this slash peel.
Hard, you got it. Hard.
Just sticks it in.
Sit.
See if that redstone still bites, and it does. But both the yellow and the red stay up top, so now with that stagger, would love to see a draw around right now for Team Church. Yeah, with the way those rocks are staggered right now, you don't need another guard. Yeah, I love this call here. Well thought out by Ryan Church.
If you don't throw the guard, you can almost guarantee yourself that Mason's going to try that run. So put another one in, make it a little harder on him.
DJ Neal playing the come around draw.
Yep.
And just because those rocks are cornered on each other a little bit up front, that's what changes the call. He's gonna have to play the slash to open it up anyways.
Curl.
Unfortunately, this one looks like it's coming up short, so they're just playing to
Don't need distance.
guard. Maybe touch that red one over a little bit. So not a terrible result.
No, it leaves just enough of an overlap where it could work out.
It's unfortunate because you like seeing teams rewarded for making the right call, too. And the come around was the right shot.
Absolutely.
So this is an intern run back now. Will Podratsky.
Yep.
This one's going early.
Hard. I mean, pretty good.
It gets them all moving.
Really good.
I'd say that's a great result
That's
for
a
Guentzel.
beautiful shot.
Maybe not quite what they were looking for, but
Really good.
all of a sudden now a lonely
I mean, do you like that?
yellow
Or
with
just
the
like
biter
this?
on the outside. I mean, if you're Church, now you might have to think
I
about
think
hitting
it's
that
split.
stone.
Force.
Yeah, you can smile about that one. We'll pretend that's what we're playing.
Will's proud of it, even if you're not.
I'm proud of making the sweep call to get the most out of the shot.
That was great.
That's what counts. So Church throwing into the rings.
Okay.
Just trying to go to even up, I think.
Whoa, Andrew.
New path. Maybe go.
Whoa.
New path. Maybe go.
No. Take a look, bud.
Take a look. Take a look. Whoa. Yeah, you got to be even. Even. Yep, T-line. At least T-line. Curl. Curl.
I really don't want to set up a
Always curl.
double now,
Right here.
too.
Right here. Right here.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
See how much they can get these moving. I think that if you're going to throw one in the house anyways, it's probably best to play the hit
have to play
on
peel.
that
I think we
outside
need
rock
peel.
and take 2 out of the
Gotta
picture.
kill him.
But you're not playing to steal anyways.
Much more.
I tend to agree with you. This is certainly pretty natural half rock double, it looks like, especially with Will's weight.
Podrodsky throwing peel.
Curl.
Need to hit thick half.
Hard. Curl. Hard. Hard. Okay.
Yeah, just a little too thin. Yeah, now they're talking about the hit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Peel and then just kill it, or you want to throw normal? Which way do you like? Do you like
Gotta
inside
force
out?
him to make the double.
Because I don't know inside out, so I'd rather just throw peel inside out or something like that. I don't mind throwing normal this way.
I like it. It should stay straight out here. I
Yeah, it
think.
should stay pretty straight.
You like this ice?
Yeah, maybe a little
That's a
more.
good call here again, too. I think they realized after that first one that, well, if we're going to do this anyways going in the house, let's get rid of their stone and take 2 out of the picture right now.
Eliminating risk, right?
Nose is
We're
close.
back out in the wings again now, too, so I'd like to see solid weight. You don't need to throw up,
A little roll, yeah.
but make
just
sure
a
you're
little.
there just in case. We saw what happened earlier with the hit over curling in the outside ice. So Ryan Church playing the hit, trying to stick in the 12-foot out there if they can.
Close.
Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yes.
That's going to roll all the way across.
That's weird.
And does leave a double. I think they got surprised by that late curl. They
Yeah,
thought
just
they were
feel-
close to nose.
I think especially early on, he had expected it to run straight, and it was for the first 3/4 of the sheet, and then I just don't think they were prepared for that cut at the end.
Yeah, that's the one where as soon as you see its nose and it's not fading
Yeah.
anymore,
And I think
sweep
we
it.
can spin up into the
You
corner.
gotta go.
Never going anywhere else. But the right call.
Yeah.
They do
I
hit
like
and
this
stick.
ice.
Probably a blank attempt coming up for Guentzel now. Mason Guentzel.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Hard.
This one curling
Hard.
early.
Go. Hard. Get out.
Ooh, and just over curls, so the
Son.
yellow stays in. Red goes out. So just a
I like it.
minor error there, over curling.
They have to judge this right.
Yeah. Okay, just touching 12. Just touching 12. That's all we want. Yeah. Big looks the whole time. If it's a 3, leave it until we get to close enough where we can tell. We won't be biting.
Similar shot to the attempt he made in the first end, but
If it's a 3 out
trying
of
to
my
correct the
hands, it's
mistake of
clean
being too deep.
and get close.
Very precise call, too. I like that. In-turn draw for Ryan Church. Trying to hit the top 12s.
Whoa. That looks more than a 2, guys.
Yeah,
Right
close,
here.
guys. We're close.
Yep.
We're pretty close.
All
yeah,
you.
go a little.
You really want to get this
right
on the
here.
paint,
Whoa,
but
up.
don't leave the nose hit and stick.
Whoa.
No. Right here.
Needs to hit the brakes now.
Sit. Good right.
That's really good. Nice shot.
Pretty close.
Okay.
I do like actually playing that one to the center there, too, because now you make him have to deal with something drawing around it.
Right.
Would have liked to see it, over a little bit farther, and I think they were trying to. But as long as you're going to go in anyways, and I think you want him drawing. He's
Yeah,
been throwing a lot of
absolutely.
hits, so
We're icing for that.
now is something that you have to deal with at the top of the house, too. So well thought out there.
My thought was, I think originally they wanted it more in front of their yellow to prevent the nose hit on the yellow in the back for shot. But the stagger here is not bad because it effectively mitigates his ability to throw the in-turn draw. He's got to go the out-turn. There's the corner guard. Sorry, in this case, it's his in-turn.
Line's good.
Final shot, fourth end, draw to the 8-foot
Room.
for Mason Guentzel.
Curl.
Curl.
Needs to get off the guard first.
Curl.
Okay, line's good.
Curl.
Should be okay now, but might need backing.
Curl for
Line come
backing.
down. Curl.
Really curling now.
curl,
Looks like it
curl.
should be all right, I think.
It's fine.
And that will use the backing, but good enough. So that is a single for Team Guentzel. They lead 3-1 after 4 ends of play. Guentzel makes the draw with backing against a couple points. Strong end from Team Church to get the force there. Now Mason Guentzel leading 3-1. On to the 5th end. Church will have hammer. Take a look over on sheet D again. Team Chapman. The young'uns from Duluth leading 4-2 with hammer in the 5th end. And on sheet B, that 1-2 game. Top 2 teams all week long. Giroux and Johnson tied at 2. Giroux with hammer in the 5th. Couple of blanks in that one already.
Both blanks coming from Team Giroux, managing to control the situation.
Back over on our feature game. Church with hammer, looking to get something going now in the 5th.
Whoa. Yeah,
Going
go
to the
a little
corner
lower.
guard. Nicely
Good.
done by Picard.
Nice
Good
shot.
start to the end. First stone for Team Guentzel from Stuart Strack ends up in the top of the 12-foot.
Interesting looking for the guard here. Feel like earlier in the week Mason might have tried to come in with the second, put a little more pressure on him.
Yeah, this is a very aggressive play with a 2-point lead.
1, 2.
A little bit of a situation where I think they feel like we can take it to this team. We like playing the draw game with them. Let's bunch up the center a little bit. Let's make them play to the middle. They did get their 2, I guess, kind of going to the center
Right.
in the second end. I mean, the Rocks were basically everywhere in the house.
But stay aggressive.
Yeah, definitely staying aggressive.
Ryan's going to take the chance to draw under here.
Yeah. Going under the corner that they threw.
I think it might come down. Oh, good.
Picard looking to follow up that guard with come around.
Curl, right?
Line looks very good.
Can't hurt it, Tay.
That's a really good pair from Picard.
Distance, go, go, go.
He's been sharp last few ends. Left just a hair showing. Yeah, thumbs up. Yep, good job, Andrew. And Guentzel again trying to bring the action to the center. So both teams trying to dictate the play right now and where they want the game to go.
Wait's
Yep.
good.
Whoa.
He
Line's
did
good.
ask Leighton if he liked the hack weight, try and pick out the one that Andrew just threw,
T
but
back 4.
Curl if
they
you
elect to
can.
draw around, and like you said,
Can't be
forcing
deep.
the issue.
Can't be deep.
Yeah, it's a good aggressive call. It's a winning call.
Hard, Will. Whoa, 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 whoa. Line's great. That's it.
And if you're going to do it like that, that's why you play it right to the lid.
Great shot from Leighton Hines.
Good sound.
Yep. I like the
like
aggressive
that.
call. I like the execution.
Okay.
Now, again, forcing your opponent to play to your stones.
Got hit pretty thick.
Okay. I was just wondering if you hit and roll for a corner.
And Church just playing the peel on the top stone.
Took a look at it carefully to make sure what the risk of jam was. Told Taylor to keep it a little thick so it doesn't pick out their guard.
Pendleton playing the out turn. Oh, just papers by the one in the top 12, so a little unlucky.
Yeah, I know, but it was
Please trust the guard.
I like this. Hack.
We just gotta make them peel.
Yeah, you could really go after him right now and go around
Yeah.
again, too, as you already have a guard.
If you keep playing to the middle, it's going to take several shots for Team Church to get out of this one.
Yeah, I think they're just throwing a guard,
Yep.
trying to stagger him. It's not a bad call. But boy, if you get another one into the top of the forefoot right now, they're playing a run to 3 red stones.
2.
1, 2.
1.
Room.
1,
Room.
2.
Room.
I certainly don't mind the high guard here.
Wait on me. Wait on me. Line's good. Line's good.
2.
Straight side. Straight side.
2.
Whoa.
2.
Curl. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's not a
Good.
bad spot.
Oh.
Don't mind that.
Risky. Yeah, you gotta open it.
The angles work out here. Ryan and his team could get a lot of these moving.
We'll see how many they can make contact with. Pendleton playing the out turn peel. Little positive on the release there. It's very close though. Yeah, pretty good.
Gets all 3 reds moving, but doesn't eliminate any of them. Does open up the middle at least.
It's kind of weird now.
Hard to throw that weight and not have any go out of play.
Like this
It's impressive.
now.
We can't see much of
Just
that
a Jimmy
stone.
double. We can't guard both.
It's done a decent job of
Then
kind of
that.
creating a nest in the back too, which as the team with Hammer,
They sit.
even though it's the other team's rocks in the forefoot, there's something good to come from this.
That is that. Board.
I don't have any.
They can't. It's a gimme double. We can't guard it.
I like top 8. Make them play the triple. Yeah. Yep. I'll throw like a 4-1.
Yeah, they're right that the double is pretty simple in the back 4. It's I don't mind digging that rock out if you think you can make it. Because now you're giving,
Top 8.
wherever this goes at the
Straight side.
worst, there's a double back for Team Church.
Right.
Top 8.
And then you're bringing
Straight
that
side.
2 or 3 into play.
Straight. 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 Hard. Just biting. Just biting.
Will
Like,
was
hard
certainly
getting-
worried
good
that he
shot.
couldn't see any
Good
of that
shot.
yellow from the hack,
Good.
but
I just thought, like,
not a bad
hey,
spot. Kind of
I
splits
thought
the
if we
gap
put a
and
guard, we can't
might have
guard the
effectively
double,
taken
both
away the
sides
double
together.
here.
even that. I like that.
Yeah. Looking at the
Nose
run
is
double
fine.
option.
I think you just go for the nose.
Yeah, the height's pretty good because you
Maybe
actually might get a double back even if they
Steal.
make one on you with the shooter and that rock that's under the corner.
Yeah. Ryan would love to roll this rock a little bit under towards the corner just to make that a little harder for Mason and his team.
Yep.
DJ Neal,
Yep.
in-turn double attempt. Does get it over the top, so 2 reds go
I
out.
just want to stick around, but it's fine.
I really like it.
Unable to save the shooter,
It's
but
scary.
not a bad position still.
Hack.
Both teams with some opportunity depending on how things shake out the rest of the game.
Hacker board.
Hack.
Okay.
You want to be solid hack here, too. The live striking
It's like a
bands
90.
will help, but you want to
True
give
hack.
yourself a little margin for error, making sure that if you make contact, this goes out.
Yep. Yep.
Will Podratsky
Yep.
trying to pick this stone out,
Hard.
curling a lot
Hard,
early.
gotta go.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard.
Still holding the line.
Hard, you got
Hard.
it.
You got it.
Really close.
Hard. Hard.
Gotta go.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, just
Just rubs that
barely
guard.
touches. Oh, I thought that was by. Might still be sitting 2. It's close.
That's very close for second shot right now.
There is a double regardless with the
I think
stagger.
you're gonna get it. How flat is it? What? How flat is it? Like 3/4? Okay.
We've seen Neil throw him pretty
Steal.
hard.
Yeah, I got for a lot
No
of
question he has this one in the tank.
Absolutely. His last one got away from him a little bit on the release, but the opportunity's there for the double.
So Neil playing the cross-house double, trying to set up a possible 2 for his team. Rolls across.
Just touch it. Can you just touch it?
It gets in the area. That's not bad.
Honestly, that's a fine result.
It's fine.
You should get a chance at removing both stones with your
Like,
next
even if
one.
you get nose.
I don't know that there's a spot they can roll to
The
that
double's
doesn't
not
leave
under
it.
that.
I think Mason's best hope is that in the process of making the roll, Ryan potentially
Rolling around
loses
top
his shooter,
throws it.
making the double, and mitigates the
Barely.
risk for
I think
2.
there's just 1, maybe 2. Yeah.
Out-turn hit attempt, Mason Guentzel.
Yep. Yep. Whoa, curl. Curl.
See where he can leave this one
Curl.
to try to not leave a double back.
Hurt, roll it. Roll it.
It's my bad.
I mean, control's been.
That's not a bad
Yeah, I
spot to
think
leave
there.
it.
Yeah.
Just got to hit it a little high.
No, like barely.
Yeah, it's 3/4.
Yeah.
Team
No,
Church
just
looking at
control.
hitting this one high
We just
side.
gotta move it a little bit. All we gotta do is just hit it just off nose. Yeah, like 3/4 is fine. A little more ice, maybe. DJ. Yeah.
Don't need to overthrow this one. Just need to make contact with both stones. Ryan Church, in turn, double attempt. Trying to sit 2.
Gotta go. Hard.
Crossing the face here isn't the worst.
Whoa. Roll on top.
Yeah, should have kept sweeping a little bit. Yeah, doesn't end up in a bad spot.
Yeah, just need more ice.
Certainly not a bad shot.
That's a dangerous spot now for Team
I mean,
Guentzel.
honestly, you probably measure them.
I think so. 10 o'clock.
No, it's us for sure.
You're right. It takes off.
Yeah.
You hear them talking about which rock is second shot, and that could greatly
Really
affect
close.
what he throws
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, just playing the freeze. The roll, probably the best case scenario on that shot. Actually
The
brings
freeze,
3 into play.
2. It's really close, but let's make it good. Kind of way too like here.
You want to be about 4/5 high on this freeze to make sure you don't leave some kind of drag shot to the back where the shooter can still stick around. Now Guentzel's final stone. Fifth
Pull
end.
back. Line good. Line's good. Straight. 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 Gotta go.
Sweeper's
Hard
trying to hold the
boys.
line.
Hard boys. Hard boys. Hard right to it.
Very
Hard.
close on line. Need to
Hard
stay
right to
high
it.
if they can.
Whoa, whoa. Curl, curl. Really good.
That's pretty good. Actually may have held the line a little too good.
Just there. Well, it doesn't really go then.
See how much space they have. Yeah, that's pretty good. If you get close to that yellow in the top of the 8-foot, with how live the striking bands are,
Yeah, it might.
You get a little bit of drag on that yellow.
should be a little bit.
I mean, if you just spank it up the nose, it's perfect.
It might sit.
Great sweep to
maybe.
get that stone
Yeah,
there from
smash it
Team
with, like,
Guentzel,
6-0.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually playing the out turn and just trying to fire it, just barely clear that yellow.
Yep.
Because it'll be spinning this way, so it might sit right in the nose. But just 6-0. Get that red to go.
Yeah, nose is
Yeah,
great
it's
here.
no
If you
problem.
manage
Yeah,
to
if
keep
he's
it a
not-
hair
the
high a
yellow's
nose,
definitely
that's
gonna hit
even
the red.
better.
It's just a matter of if it sticks for 3. Yeah, it's not that far away at all.
So need to catch this as wide as they can. Final stone. Get really tight to that stone. The top of the 8-foot.
Hard! 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 Hard take!
Can't quite get the red to spill. So close.
Just a little too low.
Inside.
So ends up being just a single for Church. So it'll be 3-2 at the break. I think we all need a break after all the shot making in that first half of the game. So it's time for the Broomfitters break. Broomfitters.com is the place for good curling gear and fast shipping on everything curling. For a limited time, take 10% off your first order with the code USA. Visit broomfitters.com. There are the scores thus far for our men's draws. That 1-2 matchup, Caden Hebert and Nick Senzali tied 2-2 in the sixth end. And our feature game, Mason Guentzel leading 3-2 over Ryan Church. Guentzel will have hammer in the sixth end.
For reference, Hebert has hammer in their game in the sixth.
On sheet B, the women's 1-2 game. Giroux now leading 3-2 over Johnson after 5. Just getting to the close of the sixth end. Some good pace in that game as well. And over on sheet D, a steal in the fifth for Pekowitz has cut that deficit to 4-3. Going to the sixth, Chapman will have hammer. There is our feature matchup. John Landsteiner, it's always faster after the break. See that stone going all the way to the back 12s, but staying in. Sean, I'm curious which turn they threw on that first shot for Team Church, if that stone did over-curl again, trying to get to a center guard, as we've seen that happen numerous times in this game with Andrew Picard's first stone.
Certainly, especially when he's throwing guards too, and I could be the, like we talked about, could be the rock, could be the release. But this out turn here, Sweeper's confident it's there, just not quite swinging as much.
Curl here.
That goes right to the top of the button. Does not finish.
Kirk, I think that might have been a bit too much height.
Control.
Not based off past experiences.
So control weight hit.
Yep.
Stuart Strack.
It's hard. Played under. Hard. Whoa, curl. It's off. Yep.
Trying to roll away.
Hard roll. Hard.
That's a good shot there by Strack. Well done.
Good sweep.
That no good.
Ryan keeping it simple for Taylor Pendleton, looking for the out turn, normal weight, double, right on the nose.
This is the straightest spot on the sheet, but still need to keep the weight solid out in the outside. Pendleton playing the out turn.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Close.
Now rolling middle instead.
Whoa.
That rolls to almost completely buried by Pendleton. It's a good call there by Church on the plan B.
Great adjustment. Leighton Hines with the in-turn run.
Hard, got pushed out. Hard is close.
Hard.
Just over curls a hair and rolls to a semi-center on the opposite side. Church looking to maybe go underneath again.
Like going there. Yeah, 90.
So in-turn come around draw.
Yes.
Again, looked a little soft out of hand, but kind of set it a little bit too.
Sweepers like the weight.
Starting to turn hard now. We've seen this path really curl. Might need a piece though.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That good communication to get something out of the shot.
Okay, whoa, that's a big spin. Yeah, it's gotta make
Firm.
this.
See the unders this. Firm. Let's go this turn.
Leaves a double attempt here.
Yeah, want to stick around here. Don't need to overthrow this.
Absolutely.
Nice
Weight's good.
firm
Roll
weight
up.
here
Lean.
from
Yep. Whoa.
second Leighton
Curl
Hines.
up. Curl. Curl. Hard.
Really nice.
Gets over the top.
Touches it, but doesn't kill it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an oops, but works out well.
Okay.
So far the game, it's Team Guentzel has definitely had their shaves going the right way.
Yep.
In-turn hit,
Yep.
DJ Neal. Both teams
Yep.
just kind of trading hits now, playing for
Hard.
position.
Hard. Big roll.
Ends up close to nose, so advantage Guentzel right now. Hitting to sit two and nothing but a corner guard, a tight corner in play.
But one. I don't like nose. Like a little roll. Control.
Control weight it is.
Here.
Nose is good, a little roll away is good. Both shots work just fine. Will Podrotsky.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
As far as
Hard
setups
for
go,
a piece.
having Hammer in the sixth end, this is about as good as you could ask for Team Guentzel.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
This one over curling though.
Whoa, hard roll.
Yeah, going all the way
hard.
underneath the corner guard on the opposite side. So if you're gonna roll, that's a good spot to go to.
None.
Could get all three moving if you take a go at it
None,
here
I
for
think
Church.
that's too risky.
That's a really tough
No,
freeze.
just run. Yeah.
Yeah, as much as you don't like hitting a rock outside the house when your opponent's sitting two, I don't think they have a choice.
I think it's just too.
And you could get all three.
Given the end, given the scoreboard, I think this makes the most sense for sure.
Yeah, no, I like the call. DJ Neal, see what kind of magic he can come up with. Could get all three. And just ends up hanging a little bit and gets the one.
Draw open, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the draw open.
Top eight,
Play for your
top
two
four.
guaranteed by playing open here.
Right.
Okay, what kind of
As
time?
long as you execute simple shots.
gotta
They
make
make
this-
the double on you, you're still got a great chance of getting two and go up
Yeah.
by three in the sixth, or after six. Podrotsky just looking for even up on the opposite side, top 8 foot.
Should be all there. Should be all there.
Top four. Room right now.
Sweepers don't want to touch it.
Curl if anything.
And this line extremely fast too.
Sit.
Let's see if it hangs on. Oof, just
Just
good enough.
barely.
It's off.
And really not a bad spot either.
Honestly, it might be better
Shoot
because
that, roll over, and then he might give me a
Not
double.
bad.
now.
even if Ryan
I still don't
is
like a
able to
3-9,
make the
I'm
double
like,
here and
just
kind of
take
roll
my
that
heel and
direction, now
stop.
you've got room to remove his shooter. and
Just
get the
off,
roll
like,
yourself.
nose.
Pretty much just nose with peel.
Well, nose is fine, yeah. But
Yeah.
if we want to get the roll, yeah. Well, I want to go just off those to roll over.
That's fine.
Like 7/8 gets the double the other way, and
Important shot here for
Yeah.
Church. Really needing to remove 2 stones to try to stay away from giving up a 3. Never know what lineup stones you get on your last. Maybe you can still get out of this end completely. It's an in-turn double attempt.
close. Yep. Yes. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, it just sticks on and ends up staying in the back 12. So
None of
got
your
caught
others
right
did
in
that.
between. Unfortunate there for Church.
Control.
Yep.
A fraction thinner or fraction thicker would have been really good.
That seems like a lot. I like kind of like, yeah.
Okay. Can't jam though.
Yeah.
Wide's the mess.
Yep.
Control.
If Mason's able to make this, Ryan's going to have a tough decision on his last on how aggressive he wants to be to try and get out of this end.
Hair less.
Outturn hit for Mason Guentzel, trying to avoid backing and stick around.
Clean.
Yep. Yep.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Hard.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Needs to come up a little bit to stick still.
Roll.
That's it. Whoa. Shot.
Oh, that's really good.
That's a great shot.
Great shot by Guentzel. That's so well positioned.
Yeah.
Aggressive
If I hit it
sweep
really
call
thin, I
there
might
too
get-
by third Will
But I think you
Podradsky,
just go
but
for that.
gets it perfectly. That's playing to win there.
I just won't jump
Team
this
Church
out.
has a couple of different options for the double, but none of them are particularly easy. There's a flat one in the back and a steep one up top.
And then like a piece for all of them. Yeah.
The option here is if he hits it a little too thick but gets the roll right, it could at least put a little more pressure
like a
on Mason
piece
for his
all of
last.
them and then like half for. So if I'm ever wide and I
He's
just
talking
pitch it,
about
I might get all three by
getting a
accident, but-
piece for all three,
Half
which
for
would be
two.
razor thin on this first stone. And I'll say right now, if he does make that, that's the shot of the tournament.
Absolutely. Might be the shot of the year.
Church is last. Really like to get at least two of these.
Whoa.
Well, it's going to be really thin. We'll see how thin. Oh, just goes by completely. The sad thing is, it's probably an inch and a half off of maybe getting all three to it, the redirect, as
Right.
thin as that is. So it'll be a draw to the paint for Team Guentzel. You see
He'd
Podradsky cleaning the path correctly.
Should we play the other turn because it's right on it?
One of those shots there where you almost try and make it too perfectly.
Well, let's play the other turn.
Hit.
Just didn't hit his way.
Whoa. Yeah.
So
I'll throw
in turn to the house here for Team Guentzel. Paint for a score of 4
Just touch
in
paint.
this 3-4 playoff
Whoa.
game, the championships.
Whoa.
Just make sure it's in.
Whoa.
Just gotta be in.
Wait only.
Sweepers like the weight.
14-0. Nice shot. 4 red.
That will be a score of 4 for Team Guentzel. All of a sudden,
Kick that. Like,
7-2 lead going on to the
I didn't realize
7th.
he kicked it.
Yeah. He just, hey, Will, the only thing is he brooms in with this part of the broom right on that path. So
Yeah.
that's why I wanted to do the other turn.
Twin Cities Orthopedics is ready to go with more doctors, specialty services, and convenient urgent care locations. Ready, set, TCO.
You see our scores for these men's draws. 1-2 matchup. Nick Senzali now leads 3-2 over Caden Hebert in the 7th. And that big 4-point score by Mason Guentzel to go up 7-2 over Ryan Church in the 3-4 matchup.
That was a steal of 1 for Nick in the 6th.
And there you see the big change of events on sheet D. Team Chapman takes 4 in the 6th to go up 8-3 on Julia Pekowitz. So the young'uns from Duluth inching closer to the national semifinal game. And that tight battle again in the 1-2 game. Allie Giroux and Allery Johnson, 3-3. In the 7th end, Giroux with hammer. Always fun to get into these playoff games and feel the tension rising in the building too. And this is the fun stuff. All the juniors I talked to that were going into the playoff round said the same thing. Take a look around and enjoy it.
Yep. You can tell from the fan reaction too in the warm room tonight. There is a lot of energy in this building and a lot of excitement towards these events, and the players have to be experiencing some of that themselves.
Curl time.
I think a big part of that energy too is you got a Wes Wendley, you got a Tessa Thurlow, you have a Miranda Shield, from our former champions, but there really isn't an anointed team or somebody that is going to repeat.
Yeah.
It's a lot of new blood in this field, and whichever team wins, there's going to be some first-timers on that squad, and that's so exciting to see it. Somebody's going to have their first time wearing USA on their back after this, and I can tell you it never gets old, but that first time, that's Christmas morning there when you see your name and USA on the back, and somebody out on the ice right now is going to be doing that.
Absolutely. I think what's great about this is this field is probably stronger than any of the recent junior fields we've had, and yet at the same time it's as wide open as any of the fields we've had in terms of that expectation, that ranking, who might be there.
Yeah.
You see the 2 guards from Team Church trying to generate some offense with hammer here in the 7th.
Kind of dropped it.
All there.
Team Guentzel playing
Back
into
in,
the house
back
on all
up.
3 of their
Moving,
first
please.
3.
Just play it through.
Room.
Top 4. T. T. T.
On zone, right here.
T. Top 4.
On zone, right here.
Just tapping over.
Don't tap. Sit.
That's fine.
Okay, good.
Pile of stones in the 4-foot for Guentzel. Gonna make Church have to deal with those stones.
Let's go, bud.
Playing the hit looks like, so really important to stick around here.
Nice wide corner guard setup to work with, so have plenty of room to roll.
Yep. Whoa. Really up.
Out turn hit.
Big roll.
Trying to roll under the corner.
Oh.
Rolls a little bit, still leaves half, and gets rid of 2 of those reds.
Not a bad result all in all with the double, especially knowing that Mason is most likely going to try the peel.
Yeah, easy call here for Mason. Just keep things as open as you can. You could pick the one out in the house too, but the guards are more dangerous in this situation. That rock will always be open in the house.
Rolled off, rolled off.
Oh, and why not get
Great
both?
shot.
Great shot.
Attaboy. Really good.
Well done
Do you
by
guard
Leighton Hines. Ben Richardson said,
I don't
working
wanna
with
give
this
them an easy
team,
double.
they nicknamed him Peel King.
I mean, if you do that, you're in.
That's not a bad nickname when you're a second.
You better be real good at it if you get that name.
You could just draw. I think that's good. Yeah.
So that's a soul crusher
Just
when you're trying to come back. Your opponent makes that double peel, and all of a sudden you have no guards to work with.
Absolutely. Looking for the in-turn draw from Taylor Pendleton here, try and split the house up and do their best to get a deuce all the same.
A lot of weight on this one now, too.
Should be fine. Wait, should we make it?
Should stop in the back of the 8-foot. Just a simple elimination now.
Okay, peel.
Team Guentzel. Looks like they're trying to actually play this extremely thin. Try to get both, but just make sure of one.
Here less.
Don't get over aggressive.
Like this.
They are playing the out turn for Podratsky. Maybe a third of a stone, somewhere in there, maybe even a little thinner. Out turn on the way.
Whoa. Close,
Curl.
Yep.
Whoa. Curl.
Straight. Straight.
Very close.
Attaboy.
Oh, they're feeling it right now.
These
Guentzel
guys
with
are on.
all that momentum now.
You like that? You like that?
And like we said earlier in the game, when these guys are talking and chirping and chatting the whole time, that's when you know they're confident.
You can feel that contagious energy for them, too. Somebody makes a great one, followed up by another. And for Team Church, really need to just try to stay focused, make a couple shots, find a 2 or a 3.
This is when it's hard to match that energy that they're giving off from Team Guentzel, but they need to do their best to try and bring that up, because right now those shoulders are dropping a little bit, the faces look a little longer. Got to try and bring up the energy what you can to kind of pep your teammates up, pep yourself up.
Right down to it, hard.
Trying to carry this to a freeze. Not too bad, just a little short of it, but some space for Guentzel to clear. Will Podratsky with another crack, this time just a single.
Curl. 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 Hard, gotta go.
Whoa.
And lost focus a little bit there, and all of a sudden, only stone in the house is yellow.
I mean, it's not the worst.
That's not terrible.
Yeah. You hear Mason say it's not the worst. He did double out his own, but in this situation with both of those being back house, I think they're okay with that. You'd love to get the yellow, but
What I just threw, right?
mitigates some of the risk for them at the same time.
Yeah, need to shake that off, see if you can find a double here. And now for Church, use that momentum, see if you can get these even up. Find a 2, you're still in this game.
You just made a shot, they just missed a shot. Here's your chance to capitalize. The one thing we talk about is not compounding misses, so it's going to be key for Guentzel to come back and key for Church to put the pressure on him.
All the way back, 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 all the way back.
That's a pretty good spot. For Guentzel, maybe just play a hit and roll over there. I mean, with how thin this is,
Okay.
Here.
you're up by 5.
Just play it
If you roll over in the area of that stone, it's still pretty good. Might be letting the energy get the best of them right now. Because if this was a 2-point game, they're not playing this shot.
That game pretty tight ice because we got to get the rock. Yeah. Outro, just true peel.
It's an in turn, extremely thin double attempt for Guentzel.
Straight! 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 Straight!
That's my bad.
Goes over the top. So the 2 definitely in play now for Church.
Yeah.
Trying to split the house, even up.
Ryan would love to put this T-line 12-foot all the way over there.
All the way out there. Yep. Even's perfect. Ours is like back 8 right now. Just gotta be in the house at least.
It's fine. It's just a draw.
Ryan Church, out turn draw, trying to get this to even up in the back of the house.
Yep. Yep.
You saw him take a couple deep breaths there before that shot, try and calm himself down.
Yeah, this is running out of house right now.
Get it there.
It's very light.
It's not going to happen there.
Come
Just
on.
over curling and running out of
I
steam.
just
So
grabbed it at the end.
open hit. I think they're talking about it grabbing, but I think it just curls that much going that direction. You can't cut yourself out of too much house and give yourself a little more margin for error.
Just turn it.
So Guentzel already in the hack to throw this in-turn hit.
Yep. Please. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Nice shot.
He's up, getting to nose. Church just, I think, looking to take the
You
point.
gotta
They're down by
blanket.
5, and
You got a blanket.
well, they are talking about blanking
You
now.
can't take your one. Take your one down 4 with 2 ends, 3 ends left.
It's a long way back, regardless of the decision you make, but they are trying to blank. Church's final stone.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
It does just squeak off the paint, so they get their blank. Score will remain 7-2 after 7 ends. And USA Curling would like to take this moment to thank the curling community for supporting the sport and the national organization, whether it's through your membership, donations, or volunteer hours that help our game grow. Your support makes many of our efforts possible, whether it's the webcast coverage you're enjoying right now, the Our House content platform, certification programs for instructors and officials, or the Athlete Outreach Initiative. On behalf of USA Curling, thank you for all that you do. Scores again on the men's side. Nick Senzali still leading 3-2 over Caden Hebert, now in the 8th. Our feature again, Mason Guentzel leading 7-2 on Ryan Church in the 8th end.
Hebert able to blank the 7th and take hammer to the 8th.
Chapman leading 8-3. And looks like they're sitting a million over there right now, too.
Great double from Ava Chapman
We're
on
there?
her last.
Yeah, there are a lot of yellows in there. My goodness. So the Young Bucks not letting up, and now Giroux takes 2 in the 7th to go up 5-3 on Johnson, trying to advance to the national championship game. Rocking on the button and a corner guard up already.
Close. Wade's
Guentzel
good.
just trying to lob another one down into the house.
Switch running.
Whoa, straight
All
side
there.
now. Straight. Straight.
I imagine the strategy is going to be about the same for both teams in this end, trying to
14-1.
generate that multiple point end for Team Church.
Whoa.
Top forward.
Line's good. Line's great.
Nice shot.
Really good.
Yeah, really well done. Right to the top of the
Nice
fours
shot, Stu
again.
Dog.
1.
Stuart Strack has had a very strong game too. You know, some of these ends have been set up because of the way he's been able to place rocks. And again, Sean, just because you always want to give players the benefit of the doubt too. I'm not positive that that stone that you mentioned early in the game for Picard isn't a bit of a cutter, that first one. It seems like it's over curled so many times, then the second one is
You gotta
under
sweep,
curled,
yeah.
trying to broom
Yep.
for it.
Yep, yep.
We did hear Ryan saying he's trying to make the adjustments, but it's been difficult.
Yep.
And that stone, again, under curls. And I think those stones are just mismatched, and that's really too bad, you know, if that is the case, to have to deal with that and maybe not quite pick up on it in the title game, in the 3-4 game, excuse me.
Hard to get it clean. Okay.
Just a little lack of focus here on a few of these peels. They're just
I mean, I think you got to go here, right?
firing them and not making sure you're on the stone
Yeah,
first.
I think you got to go.
A little bit of an uncharacteristic miss from the Peel King, but gives Team Church some life. The option to draw here is what they looked at, but there's a chance to throw a second guard here as well.
Yeah, still same.
Yeah, it's the exact same speed as it's been. So.
Taylor Pendleton playing the out turn, come around draw, trying to get underneath that corner.
You heard a good discussion there from this team about the speed on this line there, and I think to your point, with some of these rocks being just a touch different, they're trying to reconcile what the actual speed is versus what the results they're getting on some of those rocks.
This one coming up a little short here too. Yeah, this could be all three going if you hit this in the right spot.
Sir, can we switch? You just take right.
Expect this one from Leighton to be flying.
Trying to make up for the last one now. Leighton Hines.
Yep.
Hard.
Mostly clears the two guards.
Thank you.
Tough to get around that corner now.
Ryan's going to give it a shot.
There is a little house to go to. Skill shot now if you can get this in the rings and bury a good piece of it. So out turn, come around for Pendleton.
Line only. Got to curl a little. Yep.
See how much this they can get underneath and
Curl, gotta get
still
it
have paint. Line's
Gotta
pretty
get
good.
Get it in.
Can they get it to the house?
Just not quite enough.
There you see a final score over on sheet D. Ava Chapman, a 10-3 victory over Julia Pekowitz. The young squad from Duluth moves on to the national semifinal. A lot of hard work by that squad paying off. Ahead of their time right now. Coach Ross Littman and other coach Aiden Oldenburg have to be so proud of those ladies, as the Duluth Curling Club is, as well as the Denver Curling Club with Lila Farwell. It's always good to pick up another club's fans, too.
I think someone just got confused by the DCC moniker, but it works.
That's a good point. Didn't think about
Hey, a
that.
little bit less ice.
Going to have to make a hybrid logo if that team keeps going now.
Sure, they'll figure something out. Team Church here electing to throw that draw around those corners. Won't be shot here even if they make it, but if they can get it buried, gives them a chance in this end for a multiple point.
Gotta go. Hard.
And this one may be over curling, too.
My wing was so good,
Yeah,
man.
go.
Maybe they can get something out of it.
Split it on. At least gets the one on.
Shoot.
Made that come around harder yet, I think.
Yep.
Normal.
Guentzel calling for the hit right away.
Yep. Hard.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hard.
Whoa!
Hard. Whoa. Clean. Good. No roll. Whoa.
They do make the roll and roll away a little bit. There's a couple options for Church now.
Okay.
You do have the freeze on that one. You could draw around the rock in the top of the 8-foot.
No matter what, he's got to find a way to use the rocks that Team Guentzel is giving him.
So almost the same weight, right?
Out-turn freeze attempt for DJ Neal.
After sweeping the last few coast to coast, this one they're letting ride a little bit more.
You're bumping just a little bit.
A perfect line, just a hair up. Bounces off a couple inches. So open hit here for Guentzel again.
No messing around. He's going to throw peel, make sure he removes that rock, even if it clips his own on the way.
Jesus.
In-turn hit for Guentzel.
Yep! Hard!
Stewart's track on it early.
Hard! All the way! Whoa! A shot.
Rolls right to
Whoa,
the
no,
back
no
of the
feet.
forefoot.
A shot.
And when things are going your way, things are going your way.
Well, which way looks better to you?
It is
think
behind the
this
tee. Ryan Church will have a chance to draw down to it, freeze to it, and hopefully generate something with his rocks.
Get around it.
Church needs to find a skip's deuce with the last two here. Going to look to play this out turn, come around. First stone of the 8th here, Ryan Church.
Whoa. One you're tight. Yep.
Little tight out of hand is the call.
Weight's close.
Hard line.
Little light as well.
It's down.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
I don't know why that's so light.
Oh my. 16-4.
That's the part. I don't know what.
Yeah, just
Doesn't make any sense.
struggle right now with
Tell
the
me at
momentum
95
really
that
going
going
against
forward
them.
is two guard.
Chance for Guentzel maybe to put the nail in the coffin with a come around.
Top four. It's top four. What?
Mason knows if he's able to make this one good, put some real pressure, and potentially be the dagger.
Line's good.
In-turn come around for the southpaw.
side.
Room. Whoa. Room.
Trying to take
Line's
that
good.
draw path away
Right
from
on the
Church
right.
every bit as much as making
Can you
it
play?
themselves.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
Blade.
Still
Straight.
gliding. Don't want to leave a
Hard.
pocket
Whoa.
to draw
Girl.
to.
Girl.
Trying to go by it now.
Girl.
A shot.
That's good read to make sure you don't make the shot easier for him.
A shot.
So
It's
Church,
a draw against 3.
out-turn draw once again to try to keep his team in this game.
Has to grab about half the button for one.
Shout out working curling supplies.
Why them?
It's your broom pad.
Oh yeah, they gave me free.
Final stone, 8th end. Ryan Church desperately needs this out-turn draw. Looking at 3 red counters, down 7-2.
Whoa, take a look, guys. Take a look. Take a look. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, no. No line.
Still
Looks
hanging
heavy.
right now.
It's a 14-3.
No, it's just
Like
heavy.
back 8.
That rock still gliding, has not turned over yet.
Okie dokie.
That's going to go by. Will be 2 more for Guentzel. And that will be handshakes. Mason Guentzel's squad gets the victory, 9-2 over Ryan Church. They will move on to the national semifinal game and play the loser of Caden Hebert and Nick Senzali tomorrow morning. A really unfortunate scoreboard at the end, Sean, with how well Church played for the majority of the game, especially the first half. Just ran into a rough end in the 6th, and all of a sudden the game turned on its head. But nothing to hang your heads about with that performance for the most part there for Church.
No, I think they had some expectation coming into this week, but for a couple of them, I believe this is their first nationals, and so I think this is a good experience for them. Great to make the playoffs. This finish is certainly going to sting for a little bit, but hopefully if they go back and watch the footage, they'll feel a little bit better about how they played and find ways just to convert that momentum when they need to.
Yeah, great showing for Team Church. Got to be very proud of that effort. They have a bright future going forward. For Team Guentzel, bouncing back from that performance last round robin game to play as well as they did. A lot of momentum going forward for them, and you see Hebert now leading 4-3 over Senzali in the 9th, just at the start of that end.
Was able to get an all-important deuce in the 8th there.
That winner of that game will go on to the national championship game. The loser will play against Mason Guentzel tomorrow morning. And in the women's 1-2 game, Giroux now leading 5-4 with Hammer, playing the 9th end. Same deal there. The winner will go to the national championship. Loser will play the Cinderella run for Team Chapman from Duluth. Those games tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. We encourage you to switch over and watch the finishes of these games as we sign off. We will see you tomorrow morning. For Tyler George, Sean Franey, and the Curling Stadium crew, thank you for watching.